अनंत कोटि वैष्णव ने की जाए। नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जाए। प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैत गदाधर श्री गौर भक्त ने की जाए। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोविंद श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरिवरान की जाए। वृंदावन धाम की जाए। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जाए। श्री जुमुन माय गंगमाई भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की जाए। शिला प्रभुपाद की जाए। All glories is some of the devotees. All glories is some of the devotees. All glories is some of the devotees. Jai Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 3, Texts 6, 7, and 8. We'll read text 6. Jagu Kinara Gandharvas Tustuvu Siddhacharanaha Vidyadaryascha Nanritur Apsarobi Samam Muda Jagu Kinara Gandharvas Tustuvu Siddhacharanaha Vidyadaryascha Nanritatur Absarobi Samam Muda Jagu Kinara Gandharvas Tustuvu Siddhacharanaha Vidyadaryascha Nanritur Absarobi Samam Muda Jagu Kinara Gandharvas Tustuvu Siddhacharanaha Vidyadaryascha Nanritur Absarobi Samam Muda Jagu Kinara Gandharvas Tustuvu Siddhacharanaha Vidyadaryascha Nanritur Absarobi Samam Muda Jagu Kinara Gandharvas Tustuvu Siddhacharanaha Darascha Nanritur Absarobi Samam Muda. Mataji's. Jagu Kinara Gandharvas Tustuvu Siddhacharanaha Vidyadaryascha Nanritur Absarobi Samam Muda. Jagu recited auspicious songs. Kinara Gandharva. The Kinnaras and Gandharvas, inhabitants of various planets in the heavenly planetary system, Tustuvu offered their respectful prayers. Siddhacharana, the Siddhas and Charanas, other inhabitants of the heavenly planets. Vidyarya cha, and the Vidyadharis, another group of inhabitants of the heavenly planets. Nanritu danced in transcendental bliss. Apsarobi, the Apsaras, beautiful dancers in the heavenly kingdom. Samam, along with. Muda, in great jubilation. Translation. The Kinnaras and Gandharvas began to sing auspicious songs. The Siddhas and Charnas offered auspicious prayers, and the Vidyadharis, along with the Apsaras, began to dance in jubilation. Text 7 and 8. Mumuchur munayo deva sumanamsi mudan vitaha madan madan jaladhara jagarjur anusagaram nisite tama udbhute jayamane janardane devakyam devarupinyam vishnu sarva guhasayaha avirashid yata prachyam disindur eva puskalaha. Translation. The demigods and great saintly persons showered flowers in a joyous mood, and clouds gathered in the sky and very mildly thundered, making sounds like those of the ocean's waves. Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon, because Devaki was of the same category as Sri Krishna. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. As stated in the Brahma Samhita, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Patibhavitabis Tabirya Eva Nijarupataya Kalabi Goloka Eva Nivisatya Kilat Mabuto Govindam Ari Purusham Tamaham Vajami. This verse indicates that Krishna and his entourage are of the same spiritual potency, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Krishna's father, his mother, his friends, the cowherd boys, and the cows are all expansions of Krishna, as will be explained in the Brahma Vimohana Leela. When Brahma took away Krishna's associates to test the supremacy of Lord Krishna, the Lord expanded himself again in the forms of the many cowherd boys and calves, all of whom, as Brahma saw, were Vishnu Murtis. Devaki is also an expansion of Krishna, and therefore this verse says, Devakyam Devarupinyam Vishnu Sarva Guhashayaha. At the time for the Lord's appearance, the great sages and demigods, being pleased, began to shower flowers. At the seashore, there was the sound of mild waves, and above the sea there were clouds in the sky, which began to thunder very pleasingly. When things were adjusted like this, Lord Vishnu, who is residing within the heart of every living entity, appeared in the darkness of night as the Supreme Personality of Godhead before Devaki, who appeared as one of the demigoddesses. The appearance of Lord Vishnu at that time could be compared to the rising of the full moon in the sky on the eastern horizon. The objection may be raised that since Lord Krishna appeared on the 8th day of the waning moon, there could be no rising of the full moon. In answer to this, it may be said that Lord Krishna appeared in the dynasty which is in the hierarchy of the moon. Therefore, although the moon was incomplete on that night because of the Lord's appearance in the dynasty wherein the moon is himself the original person, the moon was in an overjoyous condition. So by the grace of Krishna, he could appear as a full moon. To welcome the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the waning moon became a full moon in jubilation. Instead of Deva Rupinyam, some texts of Srimad Bhagavatam clearly say Vishnu Rupinyam. In either case, the meaning is that Devaki has the same spiritual form as the Lord. The Lord is Satchidananda Vigraha, and Devaki is also Satchidananda Vigraha. Therefore, no one can find any fault in the way the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Satchidananda Vigraha, appeared from the womb of Devaki. Those who are not in full knowledge that the appearance and disappearance of the Lord are transcendental, Janma Karma Chame Divyam, are sometimes surprised that the Supreme Personality of Godhead can take birth like an ordinary child. Actually, however, the Lord's birth is never ordinary. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is already situated within the core of everyone's heart as Antaryami, the Supersoul. Thus, because he was present in full potency in Devaki's heart, he was also able to appear outside her body. One of the 12 great personalities is Bhishmadev, Swayambhu Narada Shambhu, Kumaro Kapalo Manu, Pralado Janako Bhishma. In Srimad Bhagavatam 1942, Bhishma, a great authority to be followed by devotees, says that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated in the core of everyone's heart, just as the sun may be on everyone's head. Yet although the sun may be on the heads of millions and millions of people, this does not mean that the sun is variously situated. Similarly, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead has inconceivable potencies, he can be within everyone's heart and yet not be situated variously. Ekatvam manupasyata. The Lord is one, but he can appear in everyone's heart by his inconceivable potency. Thus, although the Lord was acting, although the Lord was within the heart of Devaki, he appeared as her child. According to the Vishnu Purana, therefore, as quoted in the Vaishnava Toshani, the Lord appeared like the sun, Anugraha Shaya. The Brahma Samhita 535 confirms that the Lord is situated even within the atom. Andantarasta Paramanu Chayantarastam. He is situated in Mathura, in Vaikuntha, and in the core of the heart. Therefore, one should clearly understand that he did not live like an ordinary child in the heart or the womb of Devaki. Nor did he appear like an ordinary human child, although he seemed to do so in order to bewilder asuras like Kamsa. The asuras wrongly think that Krishna took birth like an ordinary child and passed away from this world like an ordinary man. Such asuric conceptions are rejected by persons in knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ajopi san, avyayatma, bhutanam ishwaropi san. Bhagavad Gita 4:6 is stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord is Aja, unborn, and he is the supreme controller of everything. Nonetheless, he appeared as the child of Devaki. This verse describes the inconceivable potency of the Lord who appeared like the full moon. Understanding the special significance of the appearance of the Supreme Godhead, one should never regard him as having taken birth like an ordinary child. Mumuchur munayo deva sumanam si mudanvita mandan jaladara jagajur anusagaram nisita tama udbute jayamane janardane devakyam devarupinyam vishnu sarva guhashaya avirashit yata prachyam disindur eva puskalaha. Demigods and great saintly persons showered flowers in a joyous mood, and clouds gathered in the sky, and very mildly thundered, making sounds like those of the ocean's waves. Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon, because Devaki was of the same category as Sri Krishna. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chaksurun Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances to his lotus feet. Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punar janma naiti mam eti sarjuna. One who knows, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma, that my birth and my activities, chame divyam, are transcendental. Divya means transcendental. Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punar janma naiti eti sarjuna. One who understands the transcendental nature of my birth and activities, Krishna says, she does not take birth again in this material world. So one has to come to the understanding that Krishna is completely transcendental. Andantarasta paramanu chayantarasta. He even enters into the atom. He is Bhagavan, Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yasasa, Sriya. He has all beauty, all knowledge, all renunciation, etc. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who understands this this is Krishna consciousness. This is what it means to understand Lord Krishna. This purport gives in detail by Srila Prabhupada that understanding. Who is God, who we are, what is our business, what is our duty, why we're suffering, how to get out of that suffering. The other day, for 5 days, we went and fed the Buddhist monks and their entourage at the St. John Episcopal Cathedral by USC, downtown Los Angeles. They were making these mandalas for peace because there's no peace in the world. We can see every day you go on Yahoo or you get your feed, however, your news feed, and there's trouble in every corner of the world. Because prayanalpayusa sabya kalo asmin yuge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hyupaduta. In this age of Kali, people are short-lived, misguided, unlucky, quarrelsome, and always disturbed. People are constantly disturbed in Kali Yuga. Why? Because they don't know who is Krishna, who am I, what is our relationship, why am I suffering, how to get out of the suffering. Nate vidu swarga giti hi Vishnu durashaya. And therefore they're trying to find pleasure in that which won't ultimately give them pleasure, but only gives them pain and suffering. And I think in one feature film, they asked one champion, what is your prediction for this fight? And he said, pain and suffering. Dukhayalam ashashvatam. Bhagavad Gita states, this material world is full of pain and suffering. We're not trying to be pessimistic. Prabhupada says, we're repeating, because it is actually a fact. The material world is full of pain and suffering. It's not something we're trying to say to be pessimistic. It's true. It's realistic. We can experience in our own life. Therefore, the Buddhist monks had come. And these were not little Buddhist monks. We brought prasadam thinking I'd be the tallest guy there at 5'7". These guys were 6'2" to 6'5". Growing up in northern India, they knew what is halava, what is chapati, what is basmati rice, what is sabji. And they were very happy because for the week they were making the peace mandal. They had to be vegetarian for that week. As their guru had told them, no more yak. I guess in that part of the world, they eat what is called yak, a kind of a horse figure. I don't even know what it is. A big animal. So they were vegetarian, and they built these peace monuments. Very beautiful. You can see them on the ISKCON of New Dwarka page. Dwarkarani Prabhuji came one day and took beautiful pictures. But the next day, there was no peace. And I didn't feel that peaceful looking at the mandalas. They were beautiful. But I was trying to figure out, where is the peace? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada gave us the peace formula. Peace doesn't mean you make a picture that may be very peaceful. Mandala, that's very spiritual, peaceful. Chant mantras, that's supreme peace. But one has to understand Krishna in three features. Bhagavad Gita says, Bhoktaram Jagatapasam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Suridam Sarvabhutanam, Gyatvamam Shanti Richati. One wants Shanti, real peace. One has to understand first, Bhoktaram Jagatapasam. All of our austerities, all of our penances, all of our activities are not meant to provide our family with a good household or give future generations a nice place to live. But Krishna says, Bhoktaram Jagatapasam. They're to please me, Krishna says. I am the object of your tapasya and yajna. Then Krishna states, Bhoktaram Jagatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. I'm the proprietor of all the planetary systems. Not just this planet, but the planets where other people are residing that we call, what do they say, UFO? Or the people themselves are extra ETs. Where the ETs reside. Krishna is in charge of ETs, all UFOs. What to speak of this tiny, measly, disturbed, mentally ill planet that we live in. Now they're having their big election. One Rakshasa is going after another Rakshasa. You have your choice. Go to the polls and either vote for tyranny or vote for anarchy. Actually, it's so many words. You can make your own. One is a madman, and the other is a mad woman. You have your choice. That can't bring peace because they don't understand Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. They say, it's a big quote, when I grew up in the Midwest, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, so on and so on. And this is what we sang and thought. This land is your land and my... No, this land is Krishna's land. It was formerly the American Indians' land. And we're claiming, oh, this land is my land. Who am I? My grandparents emigrated from some God-forsaken country in the East. What do you call? Eastern Europe. Who is an American? Oh, everyone who is an American has to get out. Then you get out first, rascal. Are you American? And then making fun of American Indians. What kind of leadership? So one must understand Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, that Krishna is the proprietor of this land, that land, every land. It's all God's. It's all Krishna's. And then Surinam Sarvabhutanam. He is our real well-wishing friend. Krishna now is a popular term, BFF or BGFF. BFF, best friend forever. You tell me who's your best. I've been friends with Sura Prabhu and Naikatma Prabhu probably for 43 years. But it's not forever. Well, by Krishna's grace, if we all three remain in devotional service, maybe we'll get some opportunity to serve on another planet or back on this planet, back in another country, or maybe in this country, in another city, or maybe back in this city again and again and again. But who is our real BFF? That is Lord Krishna. People spend so much time texting their BFFs, putting up on Facebook, today I brushed my teeth and there was a little piece of food still stuck in my teeth. Who cares? If Krishna was brushing his teeth and there was a little piece of prasadam in his teeth, oh, we care. Srila Prabhupada came out of his room in Mayapur. I had the fortune of guarding his room. He came out on the veranda. He adjusted his kopans. He leaned over the veranda, I think it was second floor, and he spit. So one may say, well, okay, fine. I ran around for 2 hours telling everyone this transcendental pastime. If there was Facebook back then, I would have put it out to 1 million people. I would have had it go viral that day. Because what the pure devotee and Krishna do, that's transcendental. What we do is a waste of time in the mundane sense. But people are putting up, today I blew my nose and it really hurt. That's a fact. Today I was thinking like this. It's everyone's doing that, thinking that they're so important. I'm the center of the universe. I'm the main person. I'm your BFF. You should want to know what I'm doing. Krishna is our BFF. We don't have to spend time texting each other's in the mundane sense. How are you? I'm fine. Is everything okay? Yeah. Did you see this? No. Back and forth. We text Krishna. He's our best friend. And you don't need an iPhone. My son gave me his old phone. My grandson was looking at it because it has some apps, but you can't access the apps by touching the screen. Actually, it's such a cheap phone, you can't access the apps, period. So he took the phone and started trying to open, and he was moving things, 3-year-old, trained to go on the internet. It didn't work. He took the phone and threw it over his shoulder. This thing's broke. This thing's useless. We have that. You don't need an iPhone. You don't need the latest and wait up. We have the latest. It's called Japamala. We're texting Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Krishna responds, "Oh my Lord, O energy of the Lord, please engage me in your service. I'm suffering here in this material world. Please let me serve you. You're the well-wisher of everyone. You're the proprietor of all planetary systems. You're the object of our austerity and penance. That's why I'm texting you every minute. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare." You have your texting equipment, and you won't get a ticket. At least I have never gotten a ticket while driving and texting Krishna on japa beads. You can text anywhere at any time, and Krishna answers back. We may not be able to hear or see the answer, but Krishna's responding. He's taking care of everything. So when one understands the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in these three features, Suridam Sarvadehinam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Bhoktaram Jagatapasam, that is peace. That gives us peace. People ask why whatever we are doing is very peaceful and happy. Peace means one has to deeply understand these three features of Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Last week, we were in New York for a week for the New York Rath Yatra. And Ramabhadra Prabhu, the temple president there, sent us to different places, 26 Second Avenue to chant. Tompkins Square Park, they had a beautiful 50-year since Prabhupada chanted under the tree in Tompkins Square Park. We chanted there at the Brooklyn Temple. And one day he arranged a program before Rath Yatra that we headlined. True story. The Barclay Center. The Barclay Center is the home of the Brooklyn Nets, New York Nets, basketball. Big auditorium, 50,000 plus, 80,000 people. We had an audience of shoulder to shoulder, 80,000. I told my daughter, I called her from New York. We headlined the Barclay Center, 80,000 people shoulder to shoulder. We were the main attraction. She said, "You played right on the basketball court?" I said, No. Level 2, platform 2, the subway, 2 levels below the street. And there were 75,000 people going in every direction. And the kirtan was ecstatic. Banabhata Prabhu, myself, Madhurika Prabhu, and Bhakta Eddie, and some people from New York came with us. from the New York Harinam. And then the beautiful, biggest Rath Yatra in New York to date, 50-year anniversary of Srila Prabhupada. I think it was the 40th year of New York Rath Yatra anniversary. 76 to 2060. 75? Something. So when we understand these principles about Bhagavan and integrate them into our life, then we become peaceful and happy and give people the opportunity. The monks were working so hard making the mandalas, and they looked very serious. But when they came and ate Govindas, sabji, rice, halwa, and some kind of puri, chapati, store-bought, they became very happy and peaceful because that prasadam is infused with the peace formula. All glories to Sri Guru and Gaurango.